So, in some planet, the earthly portion may be major, the fire portion may be major, in some planet, the ether portion may be major, but they are all material bodies. They are material bodies. They are not spiritual bodies. Spiritual body is within. Within the universe, anywhere you go, you get the material body. And according to the body, the duration of life is different. It's like a germ's body, that is also material body. And a human body, that is also material body. But a germ takes birth and dies within second or minute. We live for 100 years. And both of them material body. Similarly, Brahma has got also material bodies. Those who are living in the moon planet, they are also material body. In the sun planet, they have got material, but different varieties. They live 10,000 years. Or the Daiva, 10,000. Daiva means our 6 months equal to 1 day there. Such 10,000 years they live. That is calculated in the Bhagavad Gita. Sahasra Juga Pajyantam Arahachat Brahmano Vidu. So that is 12 hours. Sahasra Juga. These 4 Jugas, Sattva-treta, Dapar Jugas, that's 43 lakhs of years. And multiply it by 1,000, that becomes Brahma's 12 hours. So, according to the different planet, according to the orbit, the time duration, everything is different. An ant's 100 years and my 100 years not the same. It is relative, atomic. According to the body, according to the size, the scientific world also accepts, relative world. Your assets of pious activities is finished, then you come back again. Instead of going back to home, you come back again. And these are punah punah charita charvana, going back. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Ei rupe brahmanda bhramite kono bhagavati. In this way we are wandering from one life to another, one planet to another. If one is fortunate, he gets the clue of devotional service and makes his life perfect and goes back to home, Jadgatyana nivartanti tadhano paramam. One who goes to mind above, he never comes back. This is the perspective. Rakshasa, you are a scientist, so how do you think our explanation? Does it tally with your scientific?
Our science has not come to this stage to explain all these things.
Yes. Science has no explanation actually.
For material men like us, it is not possible to accept it is because we do not know. I do not say it may not be there, but all we can say that we are still in the dark or ignorant about it.
But we have to take knowledge from superior authority. I am always not in knowledge. That is my position. But we take knowledge from superior authority. So we are taking knowledge from Krishna, the most superior authority. Vedic system, it is advised that vijnanartham sa gurumeva avigachet. That is the system. It's like you are a medical man. To acquire your knowledge, you have to accept the medical college, the professors. So, this is natural. If we want to know something, or which is unknown to me, then we have to accept a guru, a superior man. Guru means superior man. Tad vijnanartham sa gurumeva avigachet. Guru means heavy or superior. That is the law. So, our process of Vedic knowledge is that we get knowledge from the superior, just like Brahma, Lord Brahma. He is the first original creature within this universe. And he got knowledge from God, Krishna, the Absolute. The Vedas means the knowledge which he heard. Tene Brahma Rida Adi Kavaye. So there is Sampradaya. Brahma imparted this knowledge to Narada. Narada imparted this knowledge to Vyasa, Evam Parampara. This is our process of knowledge. We get knowledge from the superior. Everyone gets knowledge from the superior. Nobody gets knowledge automatically. That is not possible. So, things which are beyond the perception of our senses, how we can get that knowledge? By our mental speculation, it is never perfect. We give sometimes this example. If you want to know who is my father, that is not possible to know simply by mental speculation. If we approach the authority mother, we get the knowledge immediately. So, knowledge from the authority is perfect. Knowledge by mental speculation is always imperfect. This is our conclusion. If you get knowledge, any knowledge, from the perfect, that knowledge is perfect. And if you get knowledge from imperfect, that knowledge is always imperfect. This is our process. Therefore the Vedas says, tad vijnanatham sa gurumeva vajachet. One must approach the superior who is in knowledge. Then he gets the knowledge. Sometimes disagree, but our point is very strong that you cannot get perfect knowledge from imperfect person. That is not possible. That's a fact. You can get knowledge only from the perfect. That is real knowledge. The modern scientific knowledge, taking perfection, the next year again changes. This theory is changed. So they say that this is advancement, you are making progress. This means that whatever knowledge you are making your basis, that is imperfect. Progress means then you have to go to the perfect. That means the knowledge which you possessed, that was imperfect. Again you say, from imperfect platform we are going to the perfect. But if we get from the perfect this knowledge, then we get perfect knowledge from the perfect person. Perfect person means he does not commit mistake. He is not illusion. His senses are not imperfect. And he does not cheat. This is the 4 points of perfection. The cheating propensity is there. To the imperfect person, there is cheating propensity. He knows that in this point I am not very clear, but still he gives some idea. And that is cheating. There are so many, Darwin's theory, others. Perhaps it may be like this. These words are there used. What is the use of this perhaps? That means imperfect knowledge. It may be there is something missing. So how can believe on this imperfect knowledge? Now we don't take this knowledge. Perhaps maybe. It's like in the Shastra it is said, Jalayanam Lakhani. There are 900,000 forms of aquatic life. 900,000. In the Vedas it is said. It doesn't say one more or two less. 900,000. Jalayanam Lakhani, Sthavara Lokhavinshati, Krimaya Rudra Sankhaka, the living entities. So, Veda, that is Vedic knowledge. Ved means knowledge, perfect knowledge. So, this is the process of our Vedic civilization. All the great acharyas, teachers, they accept knowledge from the Vedas. Because we accept it, Vedas perfect. Sometimes they say that Vedas are also written by human beings. No, it is not written by human beings. It is hard. Therefore it is called Shruti. So, Tene Brahma Nida Adikavai, the knowledge, Vedic knowledge was first impregnated by the Supreme Lord in the heart of Brahma.